Hello, everyone. Dear Mr. Fu, Mrs. Fu, all respectful Amway leaders and new Crown ambassadors, Mrs. Alanong, the chairman of the committee, and all the members from all over the world. Every one of you, good afternoon. Welcome back home.
Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. Fu, all the high respected Founders Council members at the new Crown and the organizer of this event, Mrs. Ala Long, at the Triple Diamond, Double Diamond, EDC, Diamonds, Emerald, and our outstanding Crador leaders. Most important, my fellow Crador families and friends, good afternoon. Welcome home. Happy 40th anniversary. Good afternoon.
Crador, 40 years. 40 years to lifetime. It's a creation from zero. Create history, create glory, create a new history legend of Amway. 40 years is put hope into thousands of families and create happiness and joy and wealth for thousands of families. This is also a foundation for new future glory. Good afternoon again, Crador families. Show me your greetings. Give me applaud. 40 years of Crador. My wife and I joined Amway 22 years. We are young generations of this 40 years. Our Amway Our Amway 20 years is only half of Crador's history, but only these 20 years we have witnessed the glory of Crador. We have been 13 times of Crown Ambassador. If you play games, you know that the beginning of the game it's normally small ghosts, and now the bigger ones, the bigger monsters comes after. But I'm the first one to be on the stage to share with you the most important idea. This Amway business is our own business, and this is the very most important idea to start the business. Your applaud is like it's only 10 years anniversary. Can you be louder? Do you really want to know the secret to succeed? Very good. I'm going to start. Maybe you're thinking, please hurry to tell us how to succeed. Actually, Mr. Fu and all the Crador leaders think how to succeed is less important. It's not as important as why to succeed, why to join Amway. I noticed that this part has the biggest applause. Yeah. This part, you are very loud. There are many more loud leaders in this area. Oh, I have noticed this part also. How are you? Show me how you are. very loud. Okay, in front of me there are leaders, diamonds and double diamonds. How are you? You must be even louder. And this side, how are you? Very good. Key to success is not how to do it, but why to do it. This is the most important question. You must want to know how we started, my wife and me, how to start it, the business, how to build our team. Let me know if you really want to know. Let's move back to 22 years ago when I joined Amway in Shanghai. I was then a surgeon working in a large hospital, a resident doctor, and I was also doing my master's degree. When I was studying in Shanghai, I came across Amway, and I was doing multiple businesses. I was a doctor, but I also doing stock business, and I had my own little private clinic to help others to be beautiful, to look beautiful. When I heard about the marketing business, and I decided after 7 o'clock at night, I started to my own another business to sell detergent. At the beginning, I have learned so many things from Amway at the beginning. But more than the products, my sponsor has taught me so many things, even before we have built such trust. I had a feeling that she was so nice to me that I couldn't really believe it's true. Once I brought a new friend to the house meeting. My sponsor told me, "Oh, Sun Dong, you are the best. Oh, you have invited another friend." But my friend turned around immediately when she saw it was Amway. But my sponsor told me, "You see, you're so great. Even my friend has left. He's still telling me, you're the best. You see, your friends have left, but you're still here. You're so great." During the 1 month that I knew my sponsor, Miss Lai, she gave me so much encouragement, even more than my lifetime that I had. Sometimes I even thought that she was so direct. But sometimes I thought that she was too direct. Yeah, she said many times, "I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you." But this type of words could only be in written form. How could she just telling me in person like that? I was thinking, why this stranger is so nice to me? What is she looking after? What is she looking for? My mom always told me, don't believe in strangers. Then I start to study the marketing plan. Then I realized if I achieve 3%, she will become a 6%er. If I'm 9%er, she will become 12%er. Oh, so I win small, she will win big. So I think, okay, if she wins bigger than me, so she should do more than me. She should be nicer to me. So I would just follow her. Then this is my position, my self-position. So at that time, when I brought people there, I would just let her do all the talking.
6个小时的车程很远。
Yeah. From where I was
我的介绍人说，那
to
我明
Amway
天我带他
store,
去办加入吧。
the
我心想，
one or two way will cost me 6
你
hours.
赚大头嘛。
So my sponsor always told me, okay, let me do it. I will show your friends to the Amway store. And I said, okay, of course you should do it because you win big.
贴身帮助下，我做到了9%，他做到了12%。
And then after a few months, I become a 9%er and she became 12%er. And after 4 months, she became 15%er, 6,000 points. And her commission is much less than me. I got 6,000 and she got only 1,500.
做到1万分以上，他做了4000分，结果我的收入是1万多，他的收
So
入是
when I
5000，
reached
我的收入又是
SP,
他的2倍。
she was still 4,000. So she's also qualified, but my bonus is much higher than her.
是我的介绍人还是我？
Who is doing Amway full time?
是他，是
She
谁
or
付的
me?
忠心
Of
在
course
印尼
she
啊
is.
是他的付出更多啊。
Who does
是他
most
在教
job?
我啊。
She's the
怎么
one
我的收入
taught
是
me,
他的2倍
teaching me
3倍的？
everything. Why my salary, my commission
让我
is
重新审视了
twice or
安利的
three
事
times
业
more
以
than
及这
her?
套奖励制度，我到底
This
是在
makes
为
me
谁
think
干？
twice
我是在为
about
他
the
干
marketing plan.
还是在为我干？
Is it
安利
is
里
it
边
true
得
that
到的
I'm
这些
working for
收
her
入
or I'm
回
working
报
for myself?
未来要得到的成就、荣华富贵，是到他那里还是到我这里？这是一个非常
Who
大
will
的
get all the
这个
return?
生意里边
Is it
最重
she
要
or
的根
me
本不是说
after
怎么做
years of
首
efforts?
先你得要明白为谁做。
So
是不是
first of
各
all,
位？
you have to realize who you work for.
是的，我从那个时候开始
Yes,
了解
from
到
that
安利的
time
这套奖
on,
励制
I
度的神
started
奇
to
性。
realize
虽然
the
我们都
magic
有介绍
of the
人和
marketing
介绍
plan.
人，但是当我们得到这个事业一开始的时候，我们就是一个独立
Even
的
though
生
we
意
have
这就如
we have
安利在美
uplines and
国当
uplines
时加入的
and
时候
uplines,
叫做
but
independent business
we
owner，
do
就是
everything
一个
for
独立生意
ourselves
的拥有者。
because we
先
are
生也不断地
Amway
告诉我们，
independent
你
business
就是
owner.
你自己生意的老板，
And Mr.
你
Fu
就
told
是
me
你
many
生
times
意的
that
法
you
人。
are the owner of your own business.
所以从为他做到我要
So
做，
from
从
working
跟
for
他是
her
利益共同体变成一
turning
个事业
to
共同体，这是一
I
个
do
重
it
大
for
的一个
myself.
改变。这个定位改变了以后，我的安利就完全是另外一个样子的了。
From
我重新
Benefit
出发
Alliance
我
to
重新开始
Career
我主动出击
Alliance,
我开始
I
了这
start
份事
to
业。
I restart my
今天我
career
们成
again
冠在全
from
球
a
取
new
得了
start.
最大的成功。
And
今
today,
天我还有
Crador
5
has
位 FC
such a great
要给大
success
家介
today.
绍给大家
I will
分享
bring
这
you
份事业的价值
another
和魅力
5 FCs
他
together
们
with
每一
me.
个都是这样定位的，安利是自己的事业。
Every one of
我在
them
这里
has
首先要
positioned
邀请我们
themselves
的第一位
as the
FC
owner
成
of
员
their own
她
business.
是来自
The
苏
first
州的
one
一
I'm
位
going
护
to
士
invite
70
is
后
a
宝妈。
nurse
在
from
从事安利
Suzhou.
事业之前，除了做医院的最好的
She
医
used to
院
be
的
a
护士以外，
nurse,
她还在
and she
做
was
医疗
also a
器
mom
材
of
的
the,
生意
a
医药生
baby.
意。
She was also
那
doing
么
part-time
在
business
1997 年
to
加
sell
入了安利这份
medical
事业。
advices.
她加入安利事业以
Devices,
后，就
sorry.
遇到了直销的
And
禁令。
she
98年，她的30
met
多人的团
Amway
队全军覆没，
and
只
not
剩下她一个人了。
soon before
她思前想后，
1998,
她
the
还是定位
the
说
ban
安利
of
是
the
她自己
business,
的，
the direct
她
selling
坚定地
business.
要这
But
份
she
事业。
she
99
always
年
believed that
她
this
辞
is
去了护
her
士的
own
职务。
business.
02年，她辞
And
去
she
了医药
quit.
代表的职务。在
She quit
13年、
nurse
14年的时候，她荣升了
and
安利的
stopped her
FC。这就是我们
private
非
business
常
as
漂
a
亮、非常能
medic-
干的卢志娟
for medical
FC
devices.
我
And
们
this is
热烈掌声
our
有请
very beautiful and successful lady, Mrs. Ru Zhijuan. Let's welcome her on stage.
尊敬的傅先生，
Respectful
所有
Mr.
的承办
Fu,
家人，大家
all
下午
Cradle
好。
members, good afternoon to everyone.
我来自安利中国，
I come from China.
学校毕业以后的
After
第一份
school
工作是
graduation,
医院的
my
护
first
士。
job was a nurse.
1997
In
年的时候
1997,
被院长推荐
I was
进入了
sponsored
安利。
by my chief of the
进入安
hospital
利不到1年
and
的时
become an
候，
ABO.
我就遇到了
Less than 1
一
year,
个非常大的挑战。
I had my first
那就是
biggest challenge
中国
ever.
政府下了
The
一个
government, the
直销的
Chinese
禁令
government has banned the direct
一
selling
夜之间
business. And
我的
overnight,
介绍人、
my
我的
sponsor,
伙
my
伴
upline, my
几乎
downlines
都不做安利了
all quitted Amway business.
一个黄了的团单，还让我家里 堆积了100瓶
And
的
I
洗洁
had
精，
a lot of stock at home because
我都不
someone
知道我到底是应该坚持还是可
declined
以
the
放
order.
弃。
I don't know if I should continue or give up.
在没爹没娘、远离领导人的日
Yeah,
子，
no parents, away
金
from
富先生的
leaders.
录音是我力量的源
My
泉。
strength comes from the tape of Mr.
每
Fu.
一天我都会认真的
Every
听
day
一听。
I listen to the tape.
傅先生说
Mr. Fu said,
你能，
"You
你能，
you can,
你一定
you
能。
can do it."
傅先生说，
Mr. Fu said,
安利是你
"Amway
自己
is
的
your
生
own
意
business.
You are your boss，
You are your own boss.
你是你自己生意
You
的
are
老
your
板。
own boss of your own business."
我知道
I know.
做老板是需要付出代
To be
价
a
的。
owner to be a boss, you have
当一
to
个人
you have
连
price
100
to
瓶洗
pay.
洁精都搞不定的时候，是不配做老板的。
If someone cannot even sell a bottle of
所以，
detergent, you cannot
我
be a
就决定
boss. So I decided
卖货，
to sell.
天天卖一瓶，
Every day I
100瓶
sell
最多
detergent
100天也卖完了。
I sell one a day, and it will cost me 100 days to sell 100 detergent.
从那天开始，
So from that
在
day
苏州
on,
的大街小巷，
in
经
every
常能看到一个
street
宝妈骑着自行车，
in
后面带着
Suzhou,
孩子，
you can
前
see
面装了2个袋子，
a young mom
一个装的是
with a
产品
kid
一个装的是示
on
范
her
工具。
bicycle, and
每天的
two
中午
kids，
当医院的
as
同事在
well，
打牌聊天的时
one
候，
products
我就
and
领
one
着
for
猎人出
tools.
去行动了。
When the other nurses,
每天
colleagues
傍
are
晚下班
resting,
的时候，
I
我
would
通
go
常
out
用
to
一个盒
sell.
饭解决之
After
后，就
work,
又开始去
I
干活
would
了。
just do a packed
结果
dinner,
结果不到
and
3
start
个
to
月
sell
的时
again.
间，我就把这100瓶
And
全
the
卖
result，
完了。
I sold everything within 3 months.
靠近。
特别的感谢
My
那
special
个所谓的
thanks
巨大挑战，
to the great challenge,
因为是他
because
让我在短短3个月的时
the
间内
challenge helped me
建立了100个客户。
to build 100 customers
它
within
让我在
3 months.
那个1998年，
It
市场
helped
环境
me
真的不好的状况下，
In such a
在没有伙
very
伴，
difficult
在没有中心
environment,
聚会，
without no
在没有
downlines,
在
no
没有大
team,
会的前提
no
下，
meetings,
我能每个月做6%的
I
业绩。
I could be
有一天
a 6%er
我
all the
广州的
time.
领导人打来电话，
One day, my
认真地问了
upline
我3个问题：
from Guangzhou called me, asked me 3 questions.
你要做安利吗？
Do you want to do Amway
如
business?
果你的介绍人不做了，
If your
你还
sponsor,
要
if
做
your
吗？
the upline stopped, do
如
you
果
still
你
want
的
to do
介绍人
business,
的介
Amway
绍人
business?
也不做了，
If the
你
upline
还
of your
要做
upline
吗？
stop,
我
quit the
想你们
business,
此
do
刻
you
都特
still
别
want
想
to
知
do
道
Amway business?
我是怎么回答的，对吗？
You must know my answers now. Of
我
course.
坚定地告诉他，
I told
要
her,
做，
I want the business.
要做，
I want to do the
我
business.
要做的，
I want to do the business.
因为安利的价
Because
值、成
the
贯的理
value of
念
Amway,
已经
the
在我
philosophy
心
of
里扎根。
Crador has already rooted
我知道
deeply in my
那
mind.
是我自己的事业，跟我的介
And
绍
I
人做
know
不做没
this is my own
关系。
business. This has nothing to do with my sponsor, my upline.
在陈冠肥沃的土壤中，尽管我的市场也是有起有
In
落，
good environment of
但是我在
Crador, even my
2002
business
到
goes up
04
and down.
2个财政年度内，我就上了3个台阶。
And in
我从
2002 and
低到翡
2004,
翠到钻石，
I made 3 steps
行政钻石，
from DD
并且在2013年我也做到了
direct
安利的
distributor
FC。
to diamond
让我特别自豪的是，在
And I
2014年
made
的时候，我的
FC.
伙伴也做到了 FC。
And especially my friend, my downline also made FC in 2014.
当年那个坐在自行车后的3岁的孩子，已经留
The
学
3-year-old
美国、英国第
child
9个年
sitting
头，
behind
目前正在
the
英国
bicycle
攻读博士学位。
is now
各位试想一下，
making his master
如
degree
果
in
21
the
年前我
UK.
没有把握安利
If，before 21
那
years
么宝
old,
妈是不是
ago
一定会变成老妈？
if I quitted
小
Amway
护士
business,
是不是一定会变成老护士啊？
the young nurse will become an old
是
nurse.
的，我们
A
一定会
young
变
mother
老
will
但是
become
我们
an
不
old
一定会
mother.
变好。
Yes,
可是
definitely we will
安利这
turn
一份我们自己
older,
的
but
事
we
业
won't turn
它
better.
一定可以让我
But
们
Amway
变
is
得
our
更
own
好。
business.
谢
It
谢。
will make us
哇
better.
太棒了
Thank
就
you.
做 小护士的故事哈，98年的时候
The story of a
她的
little
家里
nurse.
压了100瓶的乐西
In 1998,
领导也不错了
she
下
has
面的人也不错
100
她其实可以选择
detergent stock at
离开
home.
选
She
择
could have
退却的
chosen to
但她
stop
选
and
择
quit
坚守才有今天她始终把安利
when
事业
her
当成一个
upliners are gone. But she
接下
always
来我还要为大家介绍一位才
she
子，她
insisted.
也是来自我们的
She
苏州
stayed in the
的
business
她从
and she
小读书
succeeded.
就非常好
Another one,
接受了
also
高
from
等教育以
Suzhou.
后让她实现了第一个梦想，就是从农村来到了城市。
And
她
his
来到了
first dream
江苏的苏州的吴
is
中，
to
在机关里面
go
做财会
to the
人员
city
但是
from the
她从来不
countryside.
满足于
So
平凡的
his
生
first
活
dream,
不满足于庸庸碌
he
碌
succeeded his
她渴
first
望
dream to
拥
go
有
to
自己的事
Nanjing.
业她的介绍人就是她的哥哥。
And his boss is his
他的哥哥给他讲了
elder
2年的
brother.
时间，他才认真的了解安利事
And
业。
his brother
99
has
加入就投入。
talked to him
在
for
13
2
年
years.
这位金先生也做到
And
了
in
安利的
3
FC。下面我们就邀请风流倜傥、玉树临风的
Let's welcome
金惠明 FC
Mr. 金惠明
登场给大家
FC
分享，来热烈的掌声。
to share his experience.
尊敬的傅先生、
Respectful
城关的
Mr.
家人
Fu,
们，
Crador
大家
family.
好。
Good afternoon, everyone.
我是来自苏州，
I'm from
中
Suzhou,
国苏州，
China.
金惠明。
Jin Huiming is my
我
name.
曾经在机关里面
I
从
was
事
working
财务
in
工
the
作，
government,
是一名公务
nine
员。
finance
安
department.
逸的生活
Very
从来没
comfortable
有
life.
让我放弃对梦想的追求
But。I've never given up my
源于
dream.
小时候
When I was a child,
对贫穷的理解，
my understanding
内
of
心一直
poverty,
渴望。
I
有
always
机
long
会
for
成为
opportunity
一个富裕
to
的人。
become a rich
可是
person.
那时候
But that time,
对于一个普通人而言，
no ordinary
机会
people
真的很少。
don't really have opportunities.
1999
In 1999,
我哥加入安
my
利，
young elder brother
他一直约
joined
我。
Amway. He invited me
我那时
all
候
the
内
time.
心觉得，
But deep in my
你
mind,
一直主动约我，
if you
肯定
invite me
对
all the
你有
time,
好处。
it must be good for you.
我的工作还比你好，
My job is better
我才
than
不要来
yours.
为你干呢。
I won't follow you
所以我
and
拒
work
绝
for
了
you.
几十
So I
次。
refused many, many times.
当我真正完整了解安利事业的时候，
When I fully understand the marketing
可能
plan,
也是我从事财务的原因，
probably because
我
my
听懂了。我觉得
expertise
这
in
个事业如
finance,
果成功，
I
这
understood
是我
the
自己的
business.
事业。所以我
I
今
know
天做
that
到 FC，
If I
我
succeed,
哥也
this
是
is
一名优
my
秀的
own
钻
business.
石高级经
Today
理。
I'm an FC and my elder brother is
安
a
利事业
diamond.
不分先后，
Amway
谁努力
business
谁做得更好。我很快
doesn't
投入
matter
了安利
who
事业
joined first.
我加入安利第3天，
The
我就加安利公
third
司
day,
把当时
I
在
joined
中国
Amway.
上市的所有产品，大概50
I
多
asked
种
Amway
全买回来了。
and I
我
went
决
to
定
Amway to buy all the
从产品的
products.
专业知识
I
学
started
习开始，
to learn
因
about
为
the
我知道这个
products
世界上任何行业成功都
because
是
I
内行。
know
我在
every
家里面
business,
举
if you
办
want to
家庭聚
succeed,
会
you have to know the
从一
products.
个主持
I
到做
start my
产品
house
示范的
meeting.
讲解，其实我
I
每
do
一
the
次
MC.
我都感觉到无
I
比的压
explain the
力，
products. I do the
因为
demo.
我在
I
安利
feel
前
pressure because before
我只
Amway,
做过8年会
I
计，
did only 8 years of finance
我又内
accounting.
向，不善
I'm an
言辞，
introvert person.
所以
I'm not.
每
I
次
don't
上
like
去
talking.
我都压力
So
很
every
大。
time I go upstairs,
但是我知
stage
道
on the stage,
这是我自己的事业，我
I
需要
was so
成长。
nervous, but I know that this
感
is
谢
my
我
own
的
business.
介
I
绍
need to
人我
grow.
哥，
Thank
给
to
我推
my
荐了傅先
elder
生
brother.
以及陈冠前辈
who
的
talked-
30盒录音带。
I
我那
thank
时候
you,
努力学习，每天
my
都听。
elder brother,
每一盘
for
录音
giving
我
me
听
all
了
the
10遍以
tapes
上。
of Mr. Fu.
我那时候
I've
上台演
listened
讲
to
的时
all
候
these tapes
我自己都觉得有点像
once,
傅先生了。
twice, many times, and I felt sometimes I talk like Mr. Fu. After so many times of imitating,
我学得非常快，
I learned fast.
我感受到自己我在慢慢的改
I
变和
could
进步。
feel that I was changing.
傅先生一直给我们一个正确的理念。
Mr. Fu
安
always
利
taught
是您
us,
自己的事
Amway
业，
is your own business.
你要自己去成长与
You
承担
need。to grow by
其
yourself.
实当年在
You
中
have to
国，
take the full
邀约
responsibility.
也是非常困难的
And。invite,
自从我们的
inviting
朋友知道
invitation,
我们
inviting
从
people
山
is
里以
very
后，
difficult.
会找很多理
You know,
由
when
去拒绝。
our friends know that
甚
we
至不
invite
接
them
电
for
话。
Amway, they will
因为我
refuse
自
the
己
calls.
举办了家庭聚会，我知道
I start
我
my
是
own
这个
house
生意的
meetings.
老板，
I know
我
this.
必
I'm
须
my
邀
own
约。
boss. And I have to invite. Every time I invite 10 people. If 10 didn't show up, I invite 20, 30. Finally, I succeeded. Another reason for success. I always feel this is my own business. Every time I have my house meeting, my coach came to my meeting. I was very thankful. So I have to invite people, even those people that I was not willing to. So in 22 months, I reached the ruby. My salary is 10 times of my job. After 2 years, diamond, and the third year, I became executive diamond, EDC. I bought a villa, a Benz, Mercedes-Benz. I really felt the freedom, financial freedom and freedom of time. I was 33. And I brought my parents to the overseas travels every year till today. I want to say the last word. Amway is our own business. I'm willing to learn and grow. Amway is our own business. I'm willing to take the full responsibility. Amway is our own business. I thank my leaders. And I take action, action, action. I always believe if an accountant can make it, you all can make it. Thank you.
我们热烈的掌声来谢谢金 FC 的分享。一开始加入就投入这个事业，把安利当成自己的事业，他赢取了财务的自由。
Okay, as position himself as the leader of the business, he succeeded. And now I'm going to introduce you another female leader. She's from Shenzhen. Her background is legal. And she joined Amway just because the health of her child. And she joined, and she operated her Amway business as her own business and her own company. And she has great success today. Let's welcome Mrs. Huang Hong from Shenzhen. Your applaud and your greetings. Family members, good afternoon. I'm from Shenzhen, China. My name is Huang Hong. Nobody sees me as a successful person in Amway. Everybody thought that I was just came to play. I worked in a state-owned company. And my part-time job was a lawyer. I had a 2-year-old girl. I was very busy. A lot of people say that I'm not serious about Amway. I had 3 apartments, and my income is over 10,000 RMB per month. A lot of people told me, "What are you doing? You don't need money. Why don't you spend more time with your child?" A lot of people come to persuade me not to do Amway. But I don't know why. I don't know why. But I didn't stop searching. Until one day I discovered that Amway could be an opportunity to change my family for 3 generations. Applaud! I was office manager, managing 300 companies. I didn't like those people to sell products. I told them to go away normally. But after I joined Amway, I put all the Amway products on my window shelf. So everybody came into my office, they would see these products. So if they came to sell their products, it's not easy for them to leave. I will keep them in my office and talk about Amway because Amway is my own business. I'm going to run my own business. I try everything to have sales every day. When I reached double diamond, that company I work with didn't exist anymore. So I was lucky. I was fortunate. I anticipated my own future. At the beginning, I didn't have any place to do my Amway business. My apartment was not big. I started in my 10 square meter living room to do my house meeting. So every day when I do house meeting, I ask my mom to take the 2-year-old daughter outside. Even in winter, my mom will take her out, wrapped in a heavy quilt. In summer, a lot of mosquitoes outside. So every time my mom took my daughter back home, she was sleeping. Yeah. But I had so much sympathy for my daughter, but I know that Amway is my own business, so I went on. And today my daughter is 23 years old. So she understands today also that her mother worked so hard so that she could develop her own business on top of my foundation. So she joined me today into the Amway business. And today, if you see Amway as your own business since today, you will definitely be a winner. All the best. Thank you. Wonderful story. Yeah. Hard work for herself, for her daughter. Next, I will introduce another legendary leader. He achieved double diamond part-time as a doctor. So the two FC on stage are his downlines. So this doctor from Shantou, Cheng-Hua. Let's welcome Mrs. Cheng-Hua, part-time Amway, very successful lady. Mr. Fu, every Crador family members, good afternoon. I'm from China, Cheng-Hua. I'm a doctor. In 1995, to help my old friend, I joined Amway. Yeah, when I joined Amway, I realized this is a place to grow trees. I was 45, 15 years to retire. So I decided to use 15 years. Until I retire, I will do Amway part-time, so I can enjoy the passive income and the security. When I tell all my friends and relatives this idea, everybody says, you cannot make it because you're too introvert. And you have a good reputation as a doctor. Don't do that. Otherwise, you will be something not like doctor nor a salesperson. Facing their advices, I decided to show them that dream cannot be given up easily. I will arrange my own business. So the first thing is to manage my time. Every day I go half an hour earlier to my work. And I use all the rest time during lunch and after work. I make sure I have 4 hours working on Amway. Every day, 4 hours Amway. Do you want to spend 4 hours a day to succeed in Amway business? I tell you what I do. Because I know Amway is my own business. I need to take the initiative. So I have 3 initiatives. First, take the initiative to do product demo and marketing plan. Take the initiative to learn all these things. I take all my spare time to listen to the tapes, 50 tapes, repeatedly. The more I listen, the more I'm confident. My families also listened, and they don't reject anymore. Second, I take the initiative to invite people to share. Third, when I face challenge, I take the initiative to talk to my leader. 6 months after, I become SP. 13 months, I become a direct distributor. And 9 years, I become diamond. I was very happy to be a diamond. I was so happy not only because I succeeded in part-time and my salary from Amway was much higher than my normal job. And I realized I became a confident person, optimistic person. And my change has brought hope to many people. A lot of people ask me, why you're a doctor but you wear glasses? And today, I can tell them, even I cannot see far, but I have a good sight, and I have chosen the best opportunity to help myself and help others. If I have good sight, but I don't have good vision, what's that for? My original plan was to use 15 years to enjoy the passive income and security. But today, I have 2 FCs in my organization and many diamonds. And I was even happier when I see their success and their achievement. Thank Amway, thank to Crador to fulfill our dreams. Thanks everybody. Thank you. Warm applause. Part-time to be a diamond and double diamond and manage your time. The next one is the next one is the upline of these three FCs. And he was He Yangzhong. He's a very good scholar. And he was working in a school. And now let's welcome Mr. He Yangzhong. His wife is also a successful leader, but today he's going to share with us. Mr. Fu, Crador family, good afternoon. I'm from Guangzhou, China. I was teaching in a university, and I'm also an internal doctor. I was also a manager. I want to start to share a story with you. During the Second World War, a parachute, Soviet parachute, a lot of them died because of the bad quality of the parachute. In order to solve the problem, many solutions were tried. And then there was this advice. Yeah. Before the parachute was sent to the army, why don't the manufacturer try the parachute themselves first? So ever since then, the death of Soviet parachute was reduced. What does this story mean? It means that if you take this business as your own business, of course you will do it better. Just like Amway, if you take the Amway business as your own business, you will succeed. My wife told me about Amway first. My attitude, I don't refuse, I don't support, I don't say anything. But at the beginning, she died 3 times every day. Yeah, she back home very tired to death, and her bosses exhausted him to death, and the house core exhausted her to death too. But after Amway, she's not exhausted to death anymore. I respected Amway. I respected her choice. So I was curious, and I went to learn, and I found that Amway is your own business. If you succeed in Amway, nobody can take it away from you. So I joined her. In 2 years, 20 years ago, we became emerald, and our salary is 50 times more than average income in Guangzhou. But then we had a very difficult challenge from the Chinese government ban. But we followed Mr. Fu. We followed their training. So we didn't give up. We restarted. And after 3 years, we become first diamond after the challenge, after the crisis. And 5 years after, I become EDC. And 6 years, become double diamond. And 2013, I become FC. And we have a lot of leaders above diamond in my organization. I truly believe, if everybody believes Amway is our own business, if we do the business with all our heart, we will have our own legend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Amway is your own business. Please take a seat. I will conclude. When I know the business, I position myself from let me do it and I want to do it. From I want to use her, then to I want to do it myself, and I will help my family to do it. And my upline and me at the beginning was benefit alliance, and after all, we become career alliance, and we become today even better. We share the same things, same philosophy, same value. We become Think Alliance. When I define Amway as my own business, then I start to push myself to grow. And every morning, listening to the tape of Mr. Fu and other leaders is my daily business. And I use all the money I earn from Amway back into the Amway business to learn. And every event like this, in Taiwan, in China, in Thailand, my wife and I never missed. So that's why we become FC for the 13th time. We monitor ourselves. We supervise ourselves. We have this gold triangle. We have the Crador idea and philosophy into our own mind. We are the biggest beneficiary of the golden triangle. If I do 100 BTC, I will be a diamond. But actually, when I run the 70s and the 80s BTC, I become FC already, Crown Ambassador. The most important thing is you believe. You know who you are working for, why you do this business. This is much more important than how you do it. I remember when I listened to the founder's tape, the mother, a mother let her child without both arms to put on the sweater by himself with his legs, and everybody said, "Why don't you, it's so cruel? Why so cruel not to help your son to put on the sweater?" And the mother said, "No, I'm helping her by asking him to put down the sweater by himself with the legs." Yes, now you understand from the story. If the mother helped him to put the sweater on, he will never learn to put on the sweater by himself. So Amway is the same. If you learn to do the business by himself, like Mr. Ching, like all the leaders, to take her daughter outside when she runs house meeting, to put the child behind the bicycle, to sell the 100 detergent by herself. Because they all know that Amway is their own business. Amway is to help people to help themselves. If you help people, the best way to help people is to let them help themselves. If you run the Amway house meeting, you can sell, you can sponsor. If you do this, if you do this, you will hit the target just like a rocket. So this is what I want. So that's what I want, and that's why I cannot wait to put all my money back into the Amway business. So I start to look at my name list. I'm eager for success. So this is a proof that if you feel the same, you are doing the business for yourself. And today, Crador has already helped many people. And 4x4 is our guideline. We have followed this guideline to become a diamond, double diamond, and FC. Yeah. After 9 years, I become Crown Ambassador by following the 4x4. This is true or true. Everybody in this hall, this is our first topic. Amway is your own business. You are your own boss. Thank you all the FCs on stage. Let's hand in hand, hold hand, and tell everybody Amway is your own business. Let's go for it. Thank you.